everything can be changed in a moment. You just have to believe in yourself. One thing about me that I would love to share with you guys is that, I had a dark past, and everybody has had a dark past. When it came to mine, I made choices that didn't align with who I was. Those choices involved me, honestly, becoming a felon. And I had a long stretch for about 6 years of going through this, being on the ankle monitor for 3 years and fighting for my freedom. During my darkest time, that is probably where I started to find God. And my journey with God has been, honestly, it's a long journey, and it's now just taking off. But at my darkest time, I lost houses, cars, money, people around me, had nobody except one person, and that was my grandmother. And so taking mine, I'm 26 years old, had everything, and now I'm back in my grandmother's house on house arrest. Imagine how you would feel. At that very moment, I was like, man, this sucks. Like I have nothing. But I found so much comfort in being nothing at the time. Like I realized like I'm nothing. But I found so much comfort in that. I found comfort in not having anything because I learned to understand myself again, what makes me happy. During that whole time of me doing what I was doing in the past, I was actually on my way of trying to find a way out, trying to find God, and I could never find a way. And he gave me a path and told me specifically, and I know this for a fact, that the path is gonna be hard. It's not gonna be pretty, but guess what? You will come out of it. One way, shape, or form, you will come out of it. I believe that wholeheartedly. I remember the day. Boom, boom, boom. Agents knocking on the door, my grandmother's door. Hey, we have, is your grandson home? Taking mine. Everyone had their door kicked in, and luckily, they just gracefully just knocked on my door peacefully. Allowed me to get my things, and next thing you know, I'm finding myself in a holding for weeks. And then, luckily enough, I had my grandmother, didn't even know at the time, put her house up to get me out. Talk about lucky. And during my time in there, I honestly, it didn't really mean anything to me. I was like, man, if this is it, this is it. I didn't lose hope. But I was just like, it is what it is. But one person believed in me, and that was my grandmother. I can't let my grandson be in there. He's a good person. At a time where I almost lost belief in myself of what I was, she still believed in me. When I came home on the ankle monitor, she still said, you're still my grandson. I still love you. You're still a good person. You just made a mistake. Man, I can tell you, that right there, man, that it changed my life because you lose sometimes you lose a sense of touch of who you are, right? And there's still always one person that believes in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. And from that moment on, it completely changed the way that I viewed so many different things. Like, I became so much grateful. And like I said, my darkest time with not having anything, I found so much peace. I could stick my hand out the window and actually feel the air. I could hear things. I could hear a pin drop. I'm just so aware of everything, right? And that's what my turning point was. And I just started believing in myself, manifestation, resorting to God a little bit more, things like that. But I just didn't give up hope from there on out, because if my grandmother believed in me, why can't I believe in myself? Fast forward to now, I refound myself again. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is the book of Esther. And it's a story that I just read not too long ago. And it was a godless time. When I say godless time, just God wasn't mentioned in the book of Esther. And I've actually referenced this to a couple clients before, and it's hit them hard in a good way. I want to share it with you because, again, for 33 years, I felt like it was a true godless time for me. Like, I never really involved him in my entire life, like I thought I did. I was a believer, but I wasn't a doer. And I heard that honestly on a podcast too, and that just hit me hard too. Just hearing, are you a believer of God or are you a doer of God? They're two different things. And at one point in time I was doing, and then I just started believing again. But I wasn't living in God's name. I wasn't doing the right things, or at least I thought I wasn't doing the right things. And then up until recently, I decided to just give my life, just take it. You're in control. You have total control of what you want to do with me. I don't care if you want me to have a $20,000 job or making $500K a year. It doesn't matter to me. It's your choice what you want to do with me, because what you do with me is the right plan, because you know more than me. And I refound myself. And so the journey that I'm on right now is I'm going to continue to keep sharing with you guys, because again, it's such a special feeling. If you're struggling out there, hey, I was right there with you. Feel free to message me, because again, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I can tell you this: God is real, 100%. 100% he's real. And at a moment's notice, he's willing to help you. And there are millions of people that are willing to help you too. If times are tough, believe in yourself, believe in God. Because no matter what, things will always go in your favor if you have the higher power. If you try to do it alone, you're up for juggle. And for 33 years, I played gamble with my life. For 33 years, like I said, a godless time. And now that I introduced God into my life, man, I'm not godless anymore. I feel whole. I'm happy. I wake up sore still, but I wake up happy. Because for the longest time, I used to wake up just hating myself. People think I was happy, but I really wasn't. I faked it. Now I don't have to fake it anymore. I don't have to hide who I am. I can be myself, and I have no problem speaking of God, because it's what I feel, and I won't hide it. And I'm here to help you.